Now, from spray painting trains in Poland as a teenager to notching up commissions for celebrity portraits for the likes of Plan B, Rizzle Kicks and Professor Green. For the 33-year-old urban artist known as Soap, his rise has been stratospheric. Now Soap is staging a fundraiser for the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund charity. Before we talk to my guest this morning, let's have a look at Soap in action. So it's good morning, or should I say dzień dobry to Soap, or should that be Adam Klodzinski? Good morning.
Dzień dobry. Good morning.
So you are from Bydgoszcz.
Bydgoszcz, yes.
Okay, not bad pronunciation there, in Poland, but you're now in Bournemouth. So
yes.
What was growing up in Poland like, and how did that get you into art?
Well, obviously the whole graffiti culture actually came in the 90s, you know, to Poland. I always loved drawing and doing, you know, all the art and stuff. And I saw some graffiti first time in the magazines, and I decided to do it as well. You know?
So you did start off as a graffiti artist,
yes.
But you've sort of kind of graduated. You've got the skills from graffiti, but I wouldn't call you a graffiti artist. No. Obviously, I wanted to take it to another level. Just to obviously, always wanted to make a living of this. You know, so you have to, you know. I wanted to learn more and get more knowledge about, you know, learning doing like photorealism and all the other stuff, actually, you know, not only graffiti lettering. So did you get formal training, or is this something you just learnt over the years?
I learned on my own, actually, you know, during the time, you know, spending the time with other friends who was well into it as well. Learning from them, you know, starting from graffiti, it was just a little hobby for me, but then it became just a professional thing to do, you know.
Some of these things look like photographs. They don't really look like graffiti in any way, shape or form.
No.
Is that something that you do all the time? Because I've noticed that some of your murals are quite abstract. So what is your theme?
Because, you know, for so many years I've trained myself to do all genre of stuff, like, you know, not only lettering, which obviously is photorealism and everything else.
Just something that's happened over time.
Yeah, just something that happens.
So
over time.
why Soap?
Well,
you could have called yourself anything.
Yeah.
Soap seems sort of a bit bland, really.
Well, there's a couple of meanings, actually. It's my tag from many years, actually.
So is there a Polish meaning to it?
Well, in Polish, SOAP doesn't mean anything.
Right.
It doesn't mean nothing, really. I like the lettering, the letters, the combination of the letters, you know. So that was the reason why I chose it, and also because before, when I started, I've been doing more of, you know, trains, illegal stuff, and when I
which
just
you don't condone, do you? Surely.
I don't do. So obviously, when I decided to go in more legal way, I felt like, you know, name Soap will clean all the bad things, you know, from the past. You know,
there is a tale to it. I mean, this is a perfect example. It's a fantastic photorealistic shot. How long would that have taken you?
This painting took me about 1 week, actually, to paint. There's a lot of detail in there, so it takes...
It's amazing stuff.
You know, it's through many years of learning, you know, it's getting quicker and quicker.
So you moved to the UK in 2006.
Yes.
But it wasn't a kind of stratospheric rise then. It took a little bit of a while for you to be discovered. Yeah, of course. It's a, you know, new place, new people. You know, you need to get recognized, and, you know, people then, you know, trust you in this what you're doing, and then they will recommend you as well to another people, and that's how it works. You know. So. And now you've done all these portraits.
Yeah. Now it's, you know, everything. You have more possibilities in England actually than in Poland to get recognized. You know, to get to the galleries.
Do you have a favourite piece of work, whether it's a portrait, a mural, something abstract?
actually, all of them are my favorites, you know, because all of them are...
That's a cop-out answer.
I love them all. But there's probably a few highlights, yeah, I did with celebrities and some other big paintings I did in Poland, you know, so...
Now, you're getting involved with the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund.
Yes.
Why that fund? Do you have a connection with South Africa, or...?
Well, actually, basically, one of my projects this year was to paint the portraits of iconic people, and one of them was Nelson Mandela. And, you know, I know his story, and, you know, he was always a hero for me as well. And I just decided with my team to get in contact with the fund, with the charity, and, you know, try to do something, you know, to support them as well, you know, the children, and, you know, obviously give them a little bit of my heart, actually.
So the event's on Wednesday, and you're actually going to give a demonstration.
Yes.
These pictures sort of took up to a week. What can you achieve in an hour?
Well, I can prepare, obviously, half-finished painting and then demonstrate the, you know, the logistics and the techniques, how, you know, how it's been done, and, you know, there's no stencils, it's all freehand, you know, that people actually have a full feeling of this, how it's actually being created.
And it's not an impressionist, is it? It's like a photo.
Yeah, it is. So obviously I work from the photo, and, you know, your achievement is to get as much realistic as you can, really.
Fairly quickly, because we're running out of time,
yeah.
If people want to support the event, how can they do that?
Well, obviously, come to the event.
Come to the event.
Yeah, come to the event.
And you get to do a Q&A, which is something you don't really do very often, so people actually sort of pin you down and ask you secrets.
Yeah, of course. It's nice to share a little bit with my secrets also with people.
Well, it's fantastic to meet you, and your work is genuinely amazing. So, Adam,
Thank you very
should I
much.
call you? So, thanks very much for joining us here
Thank you
on
for
This
having
Day
me.
Live.